So today we're going to make bruschetta chicken. It's an easy recipe, it's keto friendly, it's only 5 net grams of carbs, which is so awesome. So what I've already done is I've already prepared the chicken breasts. You can see I have some really huge chicken breasts here. Had to pound them down a little bit to make them a little bit flatter so they would cook better. So the first thing you do is that you make the sauce that you put the chicken in. So we're going to do that first. So here it is. So you measured the dry ingredients and place them in the bowl, then mix in the balsamic vinegar and the olive oil, and lastly the minced garlic, and then you mix all of that up. Pretty good. And then you pour it over the chicken. Try to make it as even as you can. Make sure they all have some. It always falls off. So I always try to spoon it on, make sure there's enough on all the chicken as best you can. The next thing you do is you set your oven, and the oven is to be set for 425, but the chicken is to stay in, at this point it's just to sit until it preheats. So that's what we'll do, let it sit until it preheats. And then while it's preheating, you just put your chicken aside and now you make the topping. So this cheese, this mozzarella cheese, is actually for later. So now you mix together the cherry tomatoes that have been halved, the garlic, the red onion, the balsamic vinegar, olive oil, basil, and the salt. Is mix that up. So looks really good, looks awesome. If you could smell this, smells so fresh with the basil in it. The basil, the onion, the tomato, and all the seasoning. So fresh, so good. So all we are going to do now is just wait for this oven to preheat, and then we'll put it in. So the oven has reached 425 degrees. This has sat for about 10 minutes. We're going to put it in the oven right now, and it bakes for 25 to 30 minutes at 425 until it reaches 165 degrees with a meat thermometer to make sure that it's good. Okay, it should be ready now. Let's see. So we leave the oven on because you do put the bruschetta back on and some mozzarella cheese before you go, but I'm going to check it. Make sure it's at least the 165 in the thickest part of the chicken. And it is. Put the mozzarella all over. Put the bruschetta on. So you just want it enough to melt the mozzarella cheese and warm up the tomatoes and onions. So back in the oven it goes for just a couple of minutes until we get cheese melted and the tomatoes and onions cooked a little bit. So it's out, it's done, looks fabulous. It is 45 grams of protein and 18 grams of fat and only 5 net carbs, which is so great. So here's the finished product, the chicken bruschetta, and a piece of garlic toast made with keto bread. So excellent keto meal, easy to do, easy to make. People eating it here say it's fabulous. See you next time. This is Sandy Wilson for Zen Hub.